Egypt and the classical world cross-cultural encounters in antiquity. The creation of new cultural codes, the Ptolemaic queens and their syncretic processes with Isis, Hathor, and Aphrodite. Cleopatra Seventh. The adornment of the ram/Khnum. The last Ptolemaic queen did use dramatic entrances and captured the attention of two of the most powerful Roman generals, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, and she did bear their children. At the same time, she managed to preserve her kingdom, at least for a time, using these men and their power to strengthen her position as ruler of Egypt until Octavian, who would later become the Emperor Augustus, conquered Egypt in 30 BC. While Arsinoe II was engaged in actively creating a new ideological framework for Ptolemaic queenship, Cleopatra Seventh, on the one hand, continued more than 200 years later to build on precedents set by Arsinoe and other Ptolemaic queens. Like Arsinoe II, who was designated, she was connected with Khnum and praised as the adornment of the ram/Khnum. On the other hand, challenged by changing political situations, the last female Ptolemaic ruler also developed new modes of expression, using architectural sources and their cultural backgrounds to connect herself to Isis. Acrolochias, the ancient promontory in Alexandria, near present-day Cape Silsile, was part of the Inner Basilia, or royal quarter, as described by Strabo in the time of Augustus. Cape Silsile exists now, only because there was from medieval times, until the beginning of the 20th century, a constant filling of this subsiding, narrow strip of land in an attempt to protect the eastern harbor with a sort of breakwater. Ancient remains, gathered from the neighboring shores, were dumped as effilling material. In the Hellenistic period, the domestic part of the royal palace, as well as a prison, were on and near this promontory. In 1993, during the excavations for the Bibliotheca Alexandrina, which is placed on the mainland near the entry to the Cape, the remains of a massive gate were found, which suggests that the Acro was closed off by a wall, at least until this gate went out of use in the late Ptolemaic period. According to Harry T. Allers, the director of the Hellenic Institute of Ancient and Medieval Alexandrian Studies Hyamas, missions from 1998 to 2014, the surveys conducted east of Silsile revealed some 400 architectural elements in the site Chatbi1. Among the largest is the tower of a monolithic diminutive pylon of red granite, 2.6 meters high, 1.54 meters wide, and weighing about 7 tons. T. Allers generously shared information with me, stating that the tower of this diminutive pylon was first found and photographed by the divers of the Greek mission in November 2000, lying on the seabed east of the tip of the Silsile promontory, at a depth of some 9 meters. It was first raised, photographed, drawn, and studied in May 2003 and then placed again on the sea bottom. When permission for its transportation, conservation, and exhibition was obtained in December 2009, it was lifted again and transported to the Comel, Dicker laboratory for desalination and conservation. It has since been exhibited in the open-air museum at Khnum el-Dicker. During the October 2002 campaign, a monolithic flight of F steps, 56 also made of red granite, was spotted some 400 meters south of the pylon tower location. The steps are around 1.7 meters long and 80 centimeters wide. When they were raised, photographed, and drawn, the mission realized that they may have formed an integral part of the pylon entrance. After being studied, they were placed back on the seafloor until permission was granted in October 2014 to place them in the desalination basin of Khnum el-Dicker. They are now exhibited next to the pylon tower in the open-air museum at Khnum el-Dicker, Egypt.